if I'm wrong, James, they won the knife. Am I wrong, James? No, I'm not.
They did.
And they decided to start on the T side.
Well, let's see why. How does this keep happening? Seriously. How is he just knifed? Like, it's the beginning of the match and he's immediately knifed Dondi. Just straight away.
Fun. Okay, so we have that slow creep. The creep. The creep.
You know what my Glock fade's called? It's called Get Me the Pentagon, Dad. Because I'm a terrorist. Get me the Pentagon.
Okay, nice position here, Marklov. And the creep has now turned into a very loud and thunderous charge onto the bomb site. But it's going to be a nice opening up here from Flipside, taking down 3 quick kills. The trades are too seldom. And the round will be over very, very quickly. And LDLC, they chose to start off on the T side of Cobble. And now they have gone down on the pistol.
I get the impression that you feel like CT side is the stronger side, generally speaking.
Would you ever choose T side on Cobble?
I've seen an NIP do it on an Inferno.
This is not Inferno, James. This is Cobble.
So you think this is worse?
I would say that this is still the CT side of the map. Yes.
I am of no opinion. I need to see more. I need to observe more matches. But Marklov is observing a massacre at his own hands. 3 so far. Moves to the pistol. Going to get traded. But I don't think we're going to see a bump plant here for the T's. Only Fuchs left, and he only has 4 HP. Got an MP7, but with 4 players to contend with, he is going to do no more damage.
I mean, Cobble is much nicer to spectate now. It's much better for everyone involved, I think, for the players and the viewers alike.
Speaking of spectating, I think it actually has camera angles now. Because when they first released it, it had no camera angles.
Oh.
Neither did Overpass. None, Dan.
Oh yeah, we experienced many crashes because of that.
Do you remember that one stream?
Yes,
where we just flew around?
I remember that one stream where we've been up for 36 hours.
Oh, yes.
That was our third cast without sleeping. Okay.
Oh, Reese says it still doesn't have any. I thought I had some last time I spectated it, but who knows? Maybe I am mistaken.
I mean, it's very possible that LDLC feel that this is either even or that they have some good T strats, or they just want to know what they have to do on the CT side, which is usually goes the other way around. But we've got Wadded it in a good position, very close here. It's pretty unlikely they're going to check this quickly. They've the distraction at the top of CT ramp baited wonderfully for Wadded it to get a few free frags. A few free frags.
Very nice, Dan. You said you used the letter F a number of times.
You know that's called, James?
I don't know if Sesame Street is still going, but if it is, we'll send in an application.
That's alliteration, James. That's what it means. Okay, so Flipside 3-0, we're going to see the first buy-up of LDLC White.
Double AWP on CT side of Cobblestone. This is interesting.
This is every Cobblestone.
Where are they playing? That's what I want to know. Where is Wild? Where is Simple?
Yeah, Simple's, I think, getting boosted there. Yeah, does just get the tag. Doesn't get the frag, though. And we have Flipside looking to see if they can catch some more angles here from LDLC. But 1 HP for Twanu. So things getting a little bit scary for him, to say the least. And Simple's still on these angles. This is super scary, I'm afraid.
I think it was Simple and Flipside we saw on the T side of this map, where they managed to get past this choke point to the right of where Simple's standing right now. And Simple caused some havoc from that position. LDLC so far being unable to get there. Devil calling the pause, not sure if one of their players has lagged out again. They all seem to be moving, so...
Yeah, they did have issues yesterday, I think, with evil things.
French intertubes.
Yes. So you made the point rightly so. What we saw Fuchs doing there, we saw Simple at the beginning of every round on the T side, rushing with an AK, just taking all the open aim drills that he possibly could. And I believe actually it was Devil yesterday. He was the player having problems for LDLC. He caused some delays with the issues that he was experiencing. And Flipside, they're playing it incredibly standard at the moment. LDLC White, they need to show that they've got the right plays to expose this kind of a setup, this kind of a defense. But I mean, B is so hard to get into. This is one of the reasons why I feel like it's CT, a bit more CT sided, because B is really hard to get into. The defensive options for the CTs on the A side of the map is still really, really good, especially if they know their positions and how to play together. It's very strong. And due to that, and the aggressive options that you also get on A, I feel like it is pretty a fairly CT-sided map still. That's just my opinion. I don't know if that's actually the case. We'll have to see. I have to look at the data, basically.
What's annoying about this, you see where they just run up the stairs there? If you're running alongside the stairs, they always land on your head, and you block each other going through the arch. It's so frustrating. But here we go. We've got a force here from LDLC. Well, not a force. We've got an eco push. But it's going to be, well, you can see for yourselves. No frags, no plant. So pretty standard here for Flipside. An early 5-round advantage for the CIS team. Good for their economy as well. You can see they are running double ops for the time being. So those two oppers have combined 15K in the bank, which will be good for a few rounds at least. Now, LDLC back on the buy. Got one AWP on Twanu. What is the plan? Well, that doesn't care what the plan is. Body has been bodied. Got one player for LDLC, Devil, over towards the B bomb side, just holding T main, as it's called. 3 players just hanging around outside A for the time being. It's going to be the slow creep, kind of like the way it is on Overpass.
Look at this, they're just taking no prisoners. Easy kills coming in from Flipside with the AW piece. LDLC it feels like they're not on the map at all at the moment, and they found their way into the only safe area, which is A-long. However, a few notes on the minimap how the CTs are set up, they're going to have a decent ability to get the kills as they try to push out of A-long into the A-bomb site itself. So there's a flash in. Blade is, again, in a great position. The guy at the top of CT ramp can bait for him, and Blade can pick up the kills. Now, will they spot him in time? Oh, they checked the right and not the left, and that's going to be the end of Maten as now the trades arrive. Fuchs moving in. Blade still holding down the position towards the bottom of CT ramp, and he's got the bomb in his hands at the moment, basically at his feet rather, as Fuchs has to charge forwards for. He's got 20 seconds to get this bomb down onto a site. Flipside can just play the time perfectly, and there's nothing that Fuchs should be able to do. He's got to sprint onto this bomb site, but he's actually going to go straight through connector into the B site. He's completely circumvented the defense. Can he get there on the plant in time? Oh, he just barely had it. He just got it. But there is the CT on his position. Markelov goes down. Fuchs with an enormous clutch so far. It would be the ace if he's to find this last kill against Blade. That bomb ticking away. And now Blade doesn't know where he could be, but he's got a massive health advantage. Here he comes. And Fuchs just needs that single bullet to the head, and Fuchs picks up the ace. What an amazing clutch. Last second plant as well. Oh my goodness, what did we just see out of this guy? I told you I love watching this guy.
I can't believe he made that. I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think maybe they brought the bomb site forward compared to how it was before, which is why I thought he didn't have time to make it, but there we go. But look what it took for them to win one round there. How many more can they get after this one round?
That was amazing.
The good thing is, that was a very expensive round for Flipside. We mentioned the money. Now we can see why they're on 2,800, so that's a lot healthier as far as LDLC are concerned. But it required an ace. It required individual play for them to wipe out an entire team and win one round. Just about.
He went complete hero mode.
As good as that was, it still doesn't bode well for the forthcoming rounds, Dan.
Indeed, they need to find other options. It's still fairly early.
The thing is, they picked this map. So I'm wondering, did they pick it because it's a strong map for them, or because they thought it was a weak map for Flipside? Because we haven't seen the former yet. I
mean, I saw LDLC White on this map yesterday. They were good. They were good on this map. But it was their CT that was markedly strong.
But they've won the knife and started on T.
That's what surprised me.
Something is amiss.
It would be interesting to hear their thoughts from get it from the. I can't remember how the saying goes.
The horse's mouth.
There you go, thank you, the horse's mouth. Go from the horse's mouth, but they are going to go for that peek, and they line up for Blade. It's too easy for him to pick up those kills. Trade comes in, but Bondik is going to cut off the flanking player, the lurker in Devil, and that's going to be a 2-on-4 situation. Made that a 2-on-3. Banu coming into play, but they both get silenced in the end. 6-1 the score, as Flipside have now screwed over the money of LDLC White. They need not 1 eco, but 2, so they might as well actually buy some stuff here, to be honest, because they're going to have to eco twice anyway.
You know what I like buying when I'm in France?
Baguettes.
Rotisserie chicken.
You can get rotisserie chicken anywhere in the world.
I know, but just like you can get kebabs anywhere in the world, doesn't mean they're good, Dan.
It's just, but it's pretty simple.
You clearly haven't been out in London enough.
It's pretty simple, rotisserie chicken, surely.
Mate, when in France, eat rotisserie chicken.
I do really enjoy it, I must say. So, alright. Not the bonbons.
Nobody eats bonbons. You eat rotisserie chicken. If you're in Toulon, you eat shishi freji. Get some Roquefort in there.
I just want wine.
Get some honey.
The wine there is amazing.
Get some Bordeaux wine, but you might need to age it for a year. Oh yes.
Can't you just get Bordeaux wine that has already been aged?
You could also do that.
Is that not the entire point of buying wine?
Yeah, but a friend of mine gave me.
Buy it and wait.
When I was last time at World Game Cup in Cannes, a friend gave me a bottle of Bordeaux wine.
Can't wait to wait.
And I gave it to my French friend to let it age for 1 more year, which is pretty cool. Then I never went back, so he's got the wine.
Well, we got a fast push here on the second eco, and it's pretty much as the previous one. Complete cleanup for Flipside, completely free economy, and LDLC White they really need to get at least 5 rounds here. Flipside are a really good team. We already know how well they can rely on their individual skill when it comes to just opening up T sides. So you would really want to see if LDLC want to make this competitive and not have to try to avoid some of the variants that is the pistol round. They're gonna need to pick up 5 here, and they're running out of chances to do that now.
What I'm wondering is, if Fuchs doesn't ace, can LDLC win around here?
Well, Fuchs is first man in. Maybe that's the plan now. Send Fuchs out first. Imagine
they could boost over this smoke, but instead they're going through it with a pop flash, which might not actually pop. In fact, it's going to do the trick. Fuchs taking down Blade, so the ace is on here. 4 more to find for Fuchs.
Fuchs has got a bunch of lemmings behind him, looking to see what they can do.
Wouldn't go that far down.
They are following him wherever he goes, but Maten with a great kill onto World at it, who has been on that position so often, but it is a great series of entries here onto the A bomb site. This is looking fantastic. They're going to collect the bomb from behind as well. Slowly ferry it over towards that bomb site, and things look great now for LDLC White. Flipside have so much money though, but it is certain death. It's so impossible for them to actually get a kill because of the nature of the choke points that it's not even worth just trying to do economic damage here. And to LDLC White. And yeah.
If you have ever had shishi freji before, send me a tweet. If you live in Toulon or near Toulon and you haven't had it, look up shishi freji. And if you need to know how to spell it, send me a tweet. I have nieces and nephews who live near there, and that's why I'm a popular Uncle Dan. I take them for shishi freji and buy them manga.
Yeah, you buy the manga.
There used to be an awesome manga store in Toulon, but it's disappeared now.
What manga did you buy them?
I don't know, whatever they want, basically.
Oh, do you know anything about manga?
No.
Okay. You should have said yes.
I'm not going to lie to you, Dan.
Okay.
I know nothing about manga. I've read 2 mangas in my entire life.
Which ones were they?
Death Note and Akira.
Nice. Nice.
Back on the buy round, Dan.
Indeed.
LDLC have won another round. It gives me a glimmer of hope, but I'm still wondering why they picked the T side after winning a knife.
I mean, the success has been found towards the A side of things, and we have seen how amazing and how the defense seems insurmountable on this side and things, and this is why. It's this man with the AWP, these kinds of boosts. Oh, he sees the player just.
He saw the Kim K, Dan.
He saw just a bit of his ass sticking out the box, and that was enough to get the frag. And they've got 4 players towards B at the moment, covering Skyfall, the connector area, and B itself. There's so many resources, and that's why LDLC have found more success going up A long. Flip side, from what we can see, they haven't had much presence towards A long in most of the rounds. Well did it this time though, he's changed position, he's up close with the AWP, that's 2 great frags on the defense. They cannot break his position, but he's rushing up CT ramp to see what he can get done. He's got Twanu behind him as well to support, but things are looking a bit grim. A great shot there from Twanu, able to save his teammate, but well did it. This guy is unstoppable. 3 kills on this round from him, and Bonic will finish it off, and another buy round is just put... they've completely just been snuffed out just by this amazing defense of Flipside and maybe a lack of awareness of how to break it from from LDLC Whites.
If you think about it, this map is still very new, and while at least I am focusing more on what LDLC are offering on this T side, I think we have to give credit to Flipside in that I think this map is 4 to 6 months away from being in a situation where most of the teams are good at the map itself. I'll come back to that point in a minute as the game is on right now. Well, they're getting the aggressive pick once again. Going to the well one too many times will be traded by Matend. Twanu down to 40 HP so far, but he's still alive. Look at Molly. Blade's going to be forced from his position, but he finds the frag anyway. It's going to cost him 97 health, however. But they still have the numbers advantage. Bondik is going to find an angle while maybe Matend was looking for World Edit. So 4 versus 2. And Flipside on the looking in good stead to take their 10th round of the first half. Only Devil remains. So what I was saying earlier was, again, I think the map is 4 to 6 months away. Actually, we could. Who knows? He's still got time to clutch, actually. So Devil, 1 versus 3. The bomb is surrounded, however. He's looking for the flank, but the CTs are over towards the A site with Blade in a passive position with all of 2 HP. Now Devil's position has been revealed. Nice little shoulder peek there to try and avoid getting shot, but eventually he will go down. So I'll finish my point now. I think the map is 4 to 6 months away from being, I wouldn't say solved, because who knows if the maps are ever solved, but people having a much better idea as to what works, what doesn't work, and just learning and understanding the map. So well, I think understanding is quite lacking at the moment because of how new it is, and considering the vast changes. So I think literally just needs to be played a lot more for teams to learn. So well, so as far as LDLC,
team, like some teams have a very good understanding of it. So there's not much of an excuse at this point, other than just not focusing on it. Watch versus Pro play this map.
As far as LDLC might think they're prepared for this map, they're clearly not prepared to pick T and face Flipside CT. So something is obviously amiss here.
I mean,
which
like
maybe Flipside's understanding, or maybe LDLC's lack of understanding, or maybe their two understandings have simply just not been exposed to each other yet because the map hasn't been played enough.
Well, there's loads of different approaches to both bomb sites and how to just take map control, all this kind of stuff. And we're seeing it's what you're.
Who's that? 15-1. Bondik 15-1.
You have to always focus on what you are not seeing as well as what you are seeing. And in this case from LDLC, we're not seeing set plays on B. We're seeing they're not taking along with good team play. They don't have good team play setups with their flashes. They're not, and the same is very much the same for the ACT ramp area and pretty much across the entire map. So we're not seeing a lot of stuff from them at the moment. So I'd say that they don't have a huge amount of preparation here, but moving into this round here, and they're still trying to push forwards towards B. And Flipside have actually retracted their positions a little bit. Bondik is completely out of Skyfall area, just guarding the window, guarding connector, making sure they can't split onto the A bomb site. So this is excellent work by Bondik, absolutely key from him. Instead, though, he will eventually get traded, but the damage was done. But Devil now, he's a key player in delaying those B players. That's his job now. Whilst his teammates try to just clear out the A bomb site of players. Blade goes down now. Well did it's there. Gets the shot onto Fuchs. And that's the opportunity now. As Devil does just go down. Actually, no, sorry, he's fallen back actually. So this is on. This is on for LDLC.
Look at all the nades they have as well to distribute. Simple's gun's going to give the game up for him. Markelov won't win that duel, and LDLC get their 3rd round on the board. And again, as you said, it's a good point, Dan. We saw in the previous map that LDLC were somewhat lacking in executes on the T side, which makes it surprise that they chose the T side on this map. Which makes me wonder, well, okay, what do they have to offer if, you know, considering
it doesn't make any
their
sense.
T side of Mirage, why on earth would they pick it here? They must have something up their sleeve. Haven't seen it yet, and they've run out of time to show us, as it is the last round of the first half.
But their CT is good here, so we'll have to see if that can help them. But we've got Blade again. It's been a nuisance, complete nuisance for them here. They've mollied out the left side for them, and Blade's going to slowly fall back, it would seem, as he's a little bit afraid. His position has been given away, but he's repositioned, so that's good work by him. And he's going to be able to help also. Well done it. He just moved straight forwards, straight into the bottom CT ramp, and it's that connector area. It's looking fantastic for him. He's completely decimated their entire lineup. Simple's come in, and there it is, the flank from Devil, but it's not going to happen. Thanks to Simple and Flipside, 12-3, crushing CT half. LDLC never looked in it for a moment, and they are going to have the craziest climb of their lives to bring it back.
Body has 1 kill.
Indeed.
While Bondik only has 3 deaths.
Indeed. There was a lot that was lacking from their T side there. A lot that was lacking.
I mean, I'm just at a loss as to why they picked T.
It doesn't make any sense.
because now they have a very narrow window to show us what they have.
Even if it was 12-3, it would make sense if we saw a diverse amount of well thought out and well executed or drilled plays from them, or different things that they were trying to do. But it felt like that they were a little bit lost, and that's why it's so strange.
Yeah.
Because just not being results oriented, just what was happening. But
yeah, and never mind the balance of the map. Like, it's clear to me at least that they're stronger, generally speaking, on CT than T. So who knows? 3 versus 3. They've got a lot of time on the clock, but it's Flipside with the advantage as LDLC have 2 sites to defend. You see the bomb rotating from one side to another, and the flank is coming in from LDLC, so they're banking on it being the A play. But Twiny's gone down to Wild at it. Now they have a one-man disadvantage, and they're both spread out. There will be no more trades for these CTs for the foreseeable future, as they're still quite far away from each other. So they're going to have to play the surprise game. They're going to need 1 surprise headshot here, maybe 2, but you can see that boost will allow them to see where the second CT is. So now they have all the information to do flip side, and still a man advantage.
Well done, it is going to make their life hellish. And they're going to pick up the pistol as well. So Flipside are positioned to just win the map from this point forwards. LDLC likely going to force it up. Or are they going to save and force it up next round? What are they going to do here? There's going to be a full save. Okay, full save actually from them. So I wouldn't expect that they would full save both rounds because they're so far behind. But it's hard to say.
I feel like sometimes they might be too conservative, like now.
Yeah, we'll see what option they actually go for, because the double save is kind of risky, because then you're basically saying, well, we have to
win every round.
We have to win every round, yeah. So there's a lot of teams that are not comfortable with that position.
That said, they more or less have to win every round, like for the next 5 to 7 rounds. If they don't win every round for the next 5 to 7 rounds, then like if they forced it in the previous, then they're pretty much in the same situation anyway, so...
They're going to play for the overtime, or what? It looks like they're going to play for the overtime here. So
okay.
You rarely see the teams actually go for this. It's quite funny, actually.
What I like about this is that you don't see this from any other team. And that's and I like that. These guys are like, all right, let's put ourselves in the best possible situation with our firepower and have 0 errors.
They actually did the same philosophy on Mirage. They had a round like that, which it's not as common. Like, there was a spot where I said, hey, almost every team would buy here, but they decided not to, and they actually won the following round flawlessly because they were able to play their game, and that to them is more important, it would seem.
I like this because they're essentially carving their own path. They're not following what's popular. They're thinking about it and making their own decisions. So even if they fail following this round, I respect that they've made the decision in the first place, and it takes confidence as well. But then again, it just comes back to the question: if they think that they're capable of doing this, which they must think they are, then why didn't they start on CT side in the first place?
That's what confuses me, because I've seen their CT side yesterday. It was good. Like, they had a really good CT side. They had great AWPing, great execution on the B defenses. They had really nice CT setups on the A side of the map. What they had looked like they had experience and comfort, and generally I was impressed. I didn't get to see much of their T side because they did so well on their CT side. so I didn't know that they would look so lost. But this is it, as you say, all on this.
It's do or die. They need a 100% success rate for 12 rounds. Got the aggression over towards the A site, gonna peek, it seems. But who's that in a passive position? Actually, it's Wild at it. He's playing the passive angle there. You can see him. So, Body's gonna catch him. Wiley's gonna nade out and tag him down straight in the face, down to 10 HP. Wild at it has been put on notice, as the Americans say. But it's Flipside with the first frag. Fuchs going down, and they've got position through the double doors towards the A bomb site.
Tanu coming in with a good defensive kill though, but he's smoked off out the doors. But Body can make it possible here as he swings on around. And now that's created a nice multiple directional attack here for LDLC, but Blade